Welcome to College Sport Check Basketball for this Saturday, November 19. Scores and schedule. First, the scores with the College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard. And here are the scores from Friday, November 18. And starting with Davidson defeating Missouri 70-55. Eastern Michigan over Gardner-Webb 76-68. St. Joseph's over Loyola Chicago 71-57. Northwestern State defeats Les Tourneaux 92-87. Villanova over Wake Forest 96-77. Xavier over Clemson 83-77. IUPUI defeats Howard 77-55. Ole Miss over Oral Roberts 95-88. UTEP over Western Michigan 85-75. North Dakota State defeating the Navy 66-59. Pittsburgh defeating Marquette 78-75. Austin Peay defeating Northern Kentucky 77-69. Arizona State defeats Tulane 80-71. Jacksonville over Youngstown State 79-54. North Carolina State over Montana 85-72. Boston University defeats Northeastern 65-63. Fordham over Fairleigh Dickinson 68-55. South Carolina defeating South Carolina State 92-50. Michigan State over Mississippi Valley State 102-53. Purdue defeating Georgia State 64-56. Syracuse over Monmouth 71-50. Delaware defeating Miami, Ohio 68-66. This is College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard. Florida State defeating Winthrop 102-86. Kent State over Hiram College, Hiram. Kent State wins this one 111-55. Longwood over Salem International 87-74. Bethune-Cookman defeats Trinity of Florida 82-52. Southern California over Texas A&M 65-63. TCU defeating Jacksonville State 79-60. Notre Dame over Loyola Maryland 83-48. Drexel over Hartford 87-73. Canisius over Duquesne 78-77. Citadel defeats Stetson 116-112. Oakland defeating Goshen College 102-59. Manhattan over Hofstra 82-68. VCU defeating Binghamton 81-42. High Point over North Carolina Greensboro 63-57. University of Northern Iowa defeating Oklahoma 73-67. Mississippi State over Boise State 80-68. Michigan defeating SMU 76-54. Idaho over Little Rock 65-57. Mount St. Mary's over George Mason 78-76. Kansas defeating Siena 85-65. North Carolina Central over Jackson State 84-75. College Sport Check. All right. Now, Southern Illinois defeats SIUE 101-83. Illinois over Detroit Mercy 89-69. Alcorn over Selma 93-48. Baylor defeating Florida Gulf Coast 81-72. Stephen F. Austin over Northeastern State 75-70. Arkansas defeating Texas Arlington 71-67. Vanderbilt over Norfolk State 75-52. Utah over Coppin State 94-51. Houston Baptist defeating Dallas 98-54. Ohio defeats Georgia Tech 67-61. Southern Mississippi defeating Union of Tennessee 60-44. LSU over North Florida 78-70. Bradley defeating Southeast Missouri State 84-78. University of Tennessee Martin defeats Cleveland State 85-74. South Alabama over Florida International 69-64. Gonzaga defeating Bryant 109-70, and Creighton defeats Washington State 103-77. St. Peter's defeats Lipscomb 90-77. Southern Utah over Bethesda, California 108-92. Alabama defeating Ball State 77-59. New Mexico defeating New Mexico State 72-59. Montana State over James Madison 82-73. Minnesota defeating St. John's, New York 92-86. Central Florida defeating College of Charleston 60-40. Arizona defeating Sacred Heart 95-65. Nevada over Oregon State 83-58. Portland defeats Lewis and Clark 98-52. Taking a look at the top 25 standing. This is as of Monday, November 14th. First place is Duke, second Kentucky, Villanova, third, fourth Oregon, fifth North Carolina. Sixth place is Indiana, Kansas in seventh, eighth is Virginia, ninth place Wisconsin, 10th place Arizona. 11th is Xavier, 12th Louisville, 13th Michigan State, 14th Gonzaga, 15th Purdue. 16th UCLA, 17th St. Mary's, Syracuse in 18th, 19th it's West Virginia, Iowa State in 20th. 21st it's Rhode Island, Creighton in 22nd, 23rd Texas, Cincinnati 24th, 25th it is California. Alright, now let's take a look at what's going on for today for your Saturday basketball viewing starting at 12 o'clock. Savannah State taking on Memphis. That's going to be on ESPN3. Grambling State takes on Providence. That game is on FS2. At 12:30, it's going to be Penn State and Duke on ESPN3. And then we head on over to 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, it's going to be Morehead State taking on Evansville. Alright, and then there is... That's on ESPN3. Then 3 o'clock, Rhode Island and Cincinnati, ESPN3. 3:30, it's Austin Peay and Miami of Ohio, also on ESPN3. Okay, 4 o'clock. 4 games for 4 o'clock we got here. Penn and Miami, Florida, ACC Network. New Orleans and Tulsa, Trinity Baptist Furman, Colgate and NJIT. Those on ESPN3. Marist Brown at 5:30. 6 o'clock, Missouri, St. Louis, Indiana State, both on ESPN3. 7 o'clock, VMI and Virginia Tech on the ACC Network. Rider and South Florida on ESPN3. Of those 2 games for 7 o'clock. Taking a look at 8 o'clock, Louisiana Tech taking on Nebraska, Albany, and Grand Canyon. And you guessed it, those games on ESPN3. Now, take a quick look ahead what's going on for Sunday. We got Yale and Virginia, Stony Brook taking on Boston College, Stetson and East Carolina, Towson and Maryland, Maryland Eastern Shore, and Wichita State. We also got Florida Gulf Coast, Michigan State, Kuzne and Kentucky, Long Beach State, and UCLA. Fast forwarding to Monday, it's Tennessee and Wisconsin, Georgetown and Oregon, North Colorado and Arizona, Texas taking on Northwestern, Alabama, Birmingham and Kansas, California, San Diego State, North Carolina, and Chaminade. That's the lineup for Monday. All right. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you for tuning in. College Sport Check Basketball, 7 days a week on demand. We always put a show out middays, mornings on the weekends, but on demand anytime. All right, so you just go to Long Island's Community Radio, communityradioli.com, and then you'll be getting Spreaker.com and communityradio.com traffic at the same time, which will be helping both of us out, and it'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny A, and this is College Sport Check Basketball.